keep pushing me closer to the edge again. The edge again. Suffocating underneath. Try to love the pain. I just wanna feel again. Bloodshot eyes, I know I can. Pull me under. You keep pushing me closer to the edge again.
What is good, family? What is good? Yesterday, I had the weirdest feeling when it came to potentially releasing a meta video. Right? I have to be honest. I don't think that I. Well, what did I say? What did I say? I was saying that you know what? Maybe I got to think about releasing this video because of a couple things. Right? First of all, this dude came across what's his name? Zuck. Right? The Zuck man himself. He came across a serious issue that had to do with the children's stuff in Facebook. So that led me to potentially kind of deny the post here for Meta's downside, and for a good reason. Because I said that you know what, it's if you think that small caps have the ability to to really to hire, to like bash on people and do whatever, then I mean you'd be surprised at what a mega cap can do, right? So all of a sudden, man, all of a sudden we get this guy. He's in big trouble, right? He's in big trouble in the courts. And then today we get an earnings beat followed by a massive buyback and a dividend. you know, all of it to completely negate the downside here, man. It was quite incredible, the things that some people will go through just so that they don't face a negative stock price. But that I will say, I will say that something like that is just so damn big. It's so big that it it propped up the entire market. And I mean that it propped Meta's upside today. Guys, we're looking at a 66 point jump in the earnings after hours. That is incredible. I got to tell you that I've never seen anything like it, and at least for an earnings report, right? And I think it might just land there in the black swans, right? Because at least in the last 2 or 3 years, I've never seen Meta really jump up like that in an earnings call. So that kind of price action, man, really left me a little bit curious. And it also, like I said, team, like I said, I'm like, I feel nervous and even speculating on this because of because of clearly what happened, right? So you know what I'm noticing? I'm noticing that the ads may come in. So let me go ahead and try to add or try to adjust that here in the settings so that the ads don't show up, and we can move on. We can move on our lives here, right? So let's see. Hold on just a second, team, and I'll go ahead and get this thing running. I just want to make sure that none of the listeners here are getting any of those ads, and that honestly like kind of stifles the views, right? It'll stifle for whoever decides to come in shortly. So you know what? We gotta take a look at what could be in store for earnings in the coming. I would say in the coming. What is it? Maybe day, or what are we thinking? Today we're on Thursday. It's gonna be Friday tomorrow. I don't know that there's gonna be any maybe pre-market earnings, but we'll go ahead and check that stuff out. And we definitely have to take a look at the broader markets too, right? So I encourage us to kind of observe what the ES, which is the S&P 500 E-mini futures contracts can do, right? So let me see if I can switch over a chart over here. There we go. And okay, so this is the SPY. Let me pull it up on the 12-hour time frame to see what it did, right? 492.61. Wow. Incredible. Almost propped up the SPY to get a whole 500 in there, huh? And yes, and also here's the S&P. We're going to go ahead and take a look at this as well. Let's go ahead and prep these charts and get things rolling. But good to see everybody here, team. Good to see you guys. I know that it's a little bit earlier here. Really what I wanted to do was try to pull together a market analysis or at least a market prep before before the wee hours because I get a lot of complaints here. So I'm going to try to stream this as best as I can because I noticed that a lot of people try to watch these afterward as well, right? So With that said, let me just turn off. Let me just give me just about 10 seconds. Let me turn off the ads here for YouTube so that you don't get trapped up in that, right? So just a quick moment here, team. Just a quick moment. I'm gonna go ahead and refresh the settings here for YouTube so you don't get any ads.
Man, we got 64.
Good deal, and good deal. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and start off here with maybe the SPY or the ES, right? So let me see if I can just make a quick adjustment to this chart. Here we go. Just in case you weren't seeing my, it feels like you almost can't see the tools on the right hand side, right? There we go. That looks a little bit better for us to observe, and I do have room now. Okay. So, yeah, that's the kind of what would happen here in case you see a major mega cap company prop up the entire market, right? So, let's go ahead and take a look at the ES here, 5-minute time frame. Let's get our moving averages in to see what's up, right? Okay, so I will say that it is in a critical zone for the fact that we are currently testing, or I mean this EMA 20 right down here at 49.5650. Failing this EMA 20 would introduce the inflection point of 49.55. Okay, so that 49.55 just has it is confluent, right, with our 5-minute SMA 50. That is a 50 period simple moving average. Okay, you guys. So when we do clear on a 5-minute time frame, when we clear that 50 simple, there is an indication that a reversal may be, or I would say a significant pullback may start happening, right? So block, and now let's see, if succeeding this SMA 50 to the downside, we can be exposed to this support line, right? This is going to be your overall invalidation zone. So let me just go ahead and zoom in just a little so that you can see what I'm talking about, right? This point right down here on the ES, this is going to have to do with the entire market, right? I am talking about broad market here. Everything will be affected if the ES starts to fail this zone here, 49.50, right? So let's go ahead and mark off a line right there so that we know what the major inflection point is, right? So, yeah, so the first inflection point, this is going to be just a short-term inflection. The longer-term inflection will be this one here, and that's going to be the macro one, right? So let's go ahead and draw a line right here. It's going to be our new little line in the sand there, right? So let's go ahead and just apply that trend line there. Okay, there we go. So this chop zone here, right? This would be the zone that we would actually fall into and resist from the SMA 50. So if we fall in here, right, we'll support back there from that inflection zone, bounce to the upside, get the rejection from the SMA 50, and continue to the downside. That may be the case. That may be what's in store here. But of course, we don't know what's going to happen at the open. But usually, when when a mega cap like this, like Meta makes its top side the way that it did today in that violent manner, what tends to happen is that you're going to get a pre-market gapper, right? So at pre-market, this thing's going to start seeing some positive price action here, right? In fact, it's still, you know what? We can actually observe what it's doing right now in the 24-hour market. Let's see what that valuation is at the present moment. Not that it really matters, but it's good to kind of see where it's at anyway, right? It's very, very interesting, the 24-hour market. It's a new addition here to the markets, and it does add a second level of volatility that I hadn't really known of until, well, I mean, it's fairly new, right? No one really knew about it. So Meta is sitting, let's see here, pardon me. It is sitting at 393. No way, that is not it. At 450, yeah, 453.91. So yeah, 453.91. You're already declining a couple points here. Not sure if it's going to continue doing that, right? But what I will say is that when market opens, traditional market hours, right, tomorrow morning, or whatever, wherever you are for just the traditional trading for intraday American markets, you may get a pullback, right? So this pullback is usually what you would consider a pre-market gapper to gap fill reversal, right? So that gap fill reversal may actually take us back down to where that daily closed, right? So I mean, honestly, it's such a huge number where that daily closed. It closed at 394.78, right? 60 points away, 61 points from here. So we may actually come back down to test the very top side of its prior all-time high, which is the 406.36. Again, that is a huge drop. The average true range on this asset is not that. When it closed, it was $8.66. When it continued, that average true range shifted to $10.63. So it's really expanding here. There was an enormous amount of volatility. So the thing is that everybody's going to get really bullish. You know, everybody's going to get super bullish on this thing. You're looking at 453.91. Okay, yeah. And what's up, AR-15? Let's see, what are you saying? They're saying they're gonna rally the market now. Oh man, you know what? It's I wouldn't doubt it, man. I wouldn't doubt it. Meta was so damn heavy, it propped up everything. It was just so massive that it propped up the entire space. So it almost like playing earnings on anything that had to do with the markets today was a huge beat. It was an upside on no matter what. So what I'm thinking here is that Meta is probably going to retrace, man. I don't think it's going to continue from this point on. I do think that at some point this is gonna reach an area of liquidation beyond. I mean, dude, if I were to be honest, I can just draw you like without even looking, right? This right here is all supply. So, you know, hey, what's up, Coin? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you here, man. So Coin is saying Meta's going to be a massive take profit tomorrow. See, that's what I'm thinking too, man. That's what I'm thinking too. There was no way we were able to see what this was going to do. But I was speculating to the team, CoinFox. I was speculating to the team, saying that, you know what, yesterday I kind of held back from putting together the Meta bear thesis because of what was happening, right? So we knew that the Zuckman was getting just drilled in court, right, for the children stuff on Facebook, and we had earnings coming up, right? So I kind of blindly said a statement that kind of made me realize it too, right? Yeah, I actually did that because you said it, my brother. I don't want you to be as tired as you were, and that really affected me. I didn't want you to be I don't want you to be messing your trading days because you're trying to support the team, trying to support us, trying to support you. You know what I mean, brother? So I'm gonna try to make a good effort. I'm making it a little early right now. So but yeah, I blindly said that, you know what, if you think that the small caps can they have the budget to put together a bunch of bashers, man, you have no idea what the mega caps can do when they're facing a tribulation. So in this case, man, yeah, I mean. The stock was already down 2% immediately, right? So, from the court, from the Zuckman being in court, and then all of a sudden today, one of the biggest buybacks you can get, right? A dividend and an earnings beat, dude. Come on, man. That's I don't know, man. That is I don't know if I can call that the deepest the deepest form of legal market manipulation you can do ever, because I'm not sure that was in the plan, right? So if that whole thing on the children stuff on Facebook was not found, I do not think we would have gotten a dividend or that buyback, and I definitely think we would have been continuing on a correction, broader market, because this dude, this pumped 60 points to the upside. It literally brought the entire market up with it. I'm sure that's not what they intended from the beginning. But very interesting what they would do to save their butts, right? Yeah, man, it was a trifecta trap for sure. Oh man, it was just massive. But we got to deal with what we got, right? So, yeah. So let's keep on looking at the ES, right? Just real quick, right? The ES, I'm thinking, right, that we failed that 49.55 here. We're gonna drop down to that 49.50. That 49.50 gets affected here with a minimum hourly or 4-hour closure. I definitely think this is gonna start falling, and from there, there are some pretty, there are some targets down there that we have to observe, because I will say that they're a little, yeah, it can certainly capitulate. Right, so this is a lot of space, man. It would be a literal slide if it fails some of these. If it fails one of these critical points. So let's why don't we do that, right? Let's take a look at that. Let me pull it up here on the 12-hour, because the 12-hour just has this stupid. Actually, you know what? Let me do it on the SPY. And I'm gonna pull together here the reversion. Let's see what it does. Okay, daily. 12-hour, right? Because the daily is the daily did its thing already. So your mean here from the 12-hour expansion, or from the 12-hour 2 standard deviation top, it actually met it pretty nicely. At it said 492.73. This thing went up to 492.61. Not bad. So, and it's kind of declining a little bit right now. You know what? Let me see where it's at on the 24-hour market. I want to see how relevant this is. Man, you know what? I do find it kind of a cool little tool now to see where the broader markets are sitting. So it's 492.04. That's where the broader markets are sitting, right about here. So your first standard deviation reversion would be a 49.70. So, but it's said, man, that usually when you make this 2 standard deviation complete move, then you would be reverting back down to 486 SPY, and that 486, I don't know that we can get it in one shot, but it is a potential there. Let's see. So just man, I will say that. Let's look at this on the daily, because when it closed on the daily, we had a 2 standard deviation move to 494.53, and look at it was actually pretty good. So the top side 492.61, we hadn't seen that massive upside just yet, right? So here's that market close. It was already telling us that we could reach 494.53. And the reversion to the mean from this area here, yes, although this would expand just a little bit, it was down to 480. So 480 to 486, the reversion variant here was already giving us these targets prior to this massive run to the upside. And just to put it out there clearly here, what you are observing, this indicator here with those little blue lights and stuff, that's actually one of my proprietary scripts. And it's one that I actually provide for you when you join the ArcaBulls Trading Team. So go ahead and hit that link that I just shared here on YouTube, right? Hit that link so that you can join the ArcaBulls Trading Team. Subscribe with a computer, though. Okay, subscribe with a computer, and then everything will be accessible in your mobile device. Because I don't think that Discord has that ability to subscribe with a phone. I'm not sure, but you go ahead and try it. And if it is, you let me know that it worked. And if it doesn't work, let me know, right? Regardless of the fact. But hit that link, join us tomorrow, and we'll be trading the financial markets, right? So yeah, today we got some very nice moves to the upside, and I was very appreciative over the opportunities that we were presented today. Okay, team. So immediate short-term reversion. Yes, I get it. We have the let's go back to the 12-hour, right? So the prior. Let's see, that's 489. Yeah, so check this out. This was our prior all-time high, 491.62. 12-hour reversion at the first standard deviation is 489.70, so pretty much 490. So that's kind of what it's telling us already. The statistics are telling us that we would naturally reverse and start testing the prior all-time high. So upon testing that prior all-time high, sure, we may get another little fake out here. We may be able to see that top side again. And if I'm not mistaken here, man, it's feeling like we're going to create the biggest bull trap on earth. Right, so it's I think things are way too frothy at this point. We were already overbought at market close today, but then having that meta black swan, that's shoo, man. I don't know. This has room. This has room. So now CoinFox is saying, don't be surprised if the ES runs back to 49.20. So 49.20 is actually located right down here, right at that SMA 5 on the 12-hour time frame. I don't think that's unfair. I don't think it's unfair to think that this can revert back to that point. Now, I'm not a perma bear or a perma bull either. It's just when things get a little too frothy, man, there's usually a blow off top, right? It's just greed really becomes a real thing at these points, and it is something that we have to keep in mind in our psychologies, right? I'm definitely not a perfect trader. I'm working on my strike rates, right? And I'm working on my consistency like any other trader is for the rest of their lives, right? But I will say that I don't know that it takes a rocket scientist to see that this thing's kind of propped artificially, right? So it's not actual. It's not an act. Well, I guess maybe because of meta, but the rest of the market, at some point something's got to give. But take that with a grain of salt. Take that with a grain of salt because. What if Arca is wrong, right? What if Arca is wrong? What if you're wrong? What if I'm right? What if you're right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But we got to follow guidance. We got to see what the markets are here to offer us, right? So, Coin, do you by any chance know if we have anything in earnings coming up in the tomorrow? I'm not sure that I see. Oh, man. Are you joking? I'm getting a blink here. I'm getting a blink on my battery. I may actually start running out soon. On my on my mouse. Come on, mouse. You know what? Let me just go grab those batteries right now. So when it runs out, I'll just go ahead and switch them off because it's not going to take away from my microphone. It's just going to take away from the mouse. All right. So yeah, team, hold on just a sec. Let me pick up some double A's outside and I'll come right back in. Yeah, that thing's bound to run out of battery at any moment. Yeah, I just picked up some lithiums, so I'm gonna see if this. If the mouse just runs out of battery here, team, my voice is not gonna be affected. It's just gonna be the mouse that we're just gonna have to switch this battery on, right? But everything is looking good. I'm blinking red like crazy. What do you think? Give me a little buzz right now. Should I just switch the batteries right now and not wait for it, or what? Go for it, right? Says Bob. Let's just change it out right now once and for all, right? All right, so yeah, let's do that. Screw it, man. I think you're right, dude. Maybe just get it over with while it's there now.
I will say, yeah, we kind of went through a huge stream this morning, right? It was a very lengthy one. Lots of opportunities in the market today, team. So please consider hitting that link, right, to join the ArcaBulls Trading Team, and you'll get algorithms like the one that I just showed you, the reversion variant, and more like it, right? I'm not going to finish there. I'm going to continue sharing some of those algos and more of them in that community, in the community scripts, right, in the Arc scripts. And what that basically means is that you get to take my script, literally take my script. I have it there so that you can just paste it, right? Paste it right onto your software, the TradingView software. And from there, you can manipulate it, or you can do whatever you will with it. And I encourage retail to try and do their best or whatever at managing or manipulating that script so that I can see what you got, right? What if you're coming up with something that can help retail out within the ArcaBulls Trading Team? No, we never know. But I would completely encourage it for you to come by, right? So here we go. This is the switch of batteries right here. Let's give it a quick little whirl and see if it's working out, right? Here we go. Nice. Okay, now let me see if it's getting a little bit of a blink of a light. No. So these are the Energizer lithium. So this thing should last a good amount of time now, right? I'm not getting those cheap batteries, because trust me when I say that, I try to prevent from doing this all the time. In fact, this ergonomic mouse, I'm gonna get a normal one instead of a Bluetooth one. I really don't like Bluetooth devices all in all. But good. We're looking okay. Hold on just a sec, team. Let me get a quick little sip of water here, and we shall continue the analysis. All right, cool. So let's take a look at a couple things here too, because AMD also had its little run for the money. And you know what we could do as well is see what the heck is going to happen for tomorrow in the morning, right? So let me just take a look at our browser here and see what we have. So YouTube, if you have any thoughts on that, if you have any thoughts on the earnings for tomorrow morning, then go ahead and share them with me now. But other than that, I'm just going to go ahead and search it up for us and see what we have in store. Let's see. Let's see what we have. Tomorrow in the AM. Let's see what we got. Mark Roach, what's up, buddy? Good to see you here. Big H, what's up, man? Big H, that's so nice, man. That's so nice of you. I don't know if you see the trading floor right in the voice channel, but that is where the team gathers, and there's where the chat is, right? So yeah, just go ahead and subscribe. Oh yeah, you're in. You got it. All right, nice, man. Nice. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's see. What's up, Ian? Good to see you, my brother. But yeah, Big H, welcome to the team, my brother. Welcome to the team. Thank you so much, and CoinFox being so kind there. Candace, you really dislike the cold? Well, I do hear that from a lot of girls. I'm personally I'm grizzly, man. I love being cold. So, all right. I'm trying to find out what we're gonna. Let's see. I need a link. Let me get a link here to what we're gonna be reporting in the morning, and if we have one of those opportunities to get in the markets in the morning, say around. There are sometimes we get those 4 a.m.ers, man. Those are tough. Those are very tough. Let's see. So you know what? I can actually share. Let's see. No, let me just block that for now. Let me bring that in here. Right? And kind of share it like this here. Sorry, team. I know. Wow, this is so damn bright. Oh, my goodness. NASDAQ, like, what are you doing? Okay, so it looks like let's see, that's 2221. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, this is after hours. That was it, right? What about the? Let's see. January, February 2nd. So yeah, we're not gonna do anything. Friday, February 2nd. Here we go. So let's see what we have. So Exxon could be one, but when was this? 131. What the heck? Last year's report was on 131/2023 filing report. Okay. All right. So let me come back here and put it in there. So XOM. You hate the cold, CoinFox? Oh man, let's gather these, right, and see what we got, because this is a very important time for the day traders here, as some really good opportunities could be presented. So XOM is one of them. Let's go ahead and come back over here. Sorry, team, if well, yeah. Let me see if I can kind of correct this a little bit, right? Because it's just, I don't even know how to invert the colors, because I'm already like on a dark mode. Let's see. Appearance. Let's try to do this. Nope, I still, yeah, team, sorry. It's for sure NASDAQ. They're just gonna be it's just gonna be a white display. It really sucks. Sorry about that, team. So let's see. We already got oh no, we said we're gonna go to Tuesday. I'm sorry, Friday, February 2nd. Exxon Vibe, Chevron. Yeah, so Exxon, Chevron, those are gonna be kind of feeding off each other. So CVX is gonna be one more. Let's go ahead and pull that one up too. Let's see. So CVX. There we go. Let's come back. Cover your eyes here. Okay, let's see. Charter Communications. That's going to be CHTR. And we'll see which ones could be the movers here, right? Okay, cover your eyes again. Yeah, what about Granger? GW? I mean, yeah, why don't we keep it in there? GWW. But Charter, that may be something. That's going to be a G, let's see, GWW. Let's see. Wow. Okay, that one's really pricey. Let's see what else we got. Okay. That's nah. Let's go ahead. I'm reading the comments, team. Let me know if you have any ideas or whatever. But I'm here. I'm watching. Andrews, Twist Biosciences. And what I'm gonna do as well is I'm gonna see if I could run a scan on this. And that looks like yeah, that looks like it. That's pretty much it right there. One more time. So we have Exxon, Chevron, okay. Southern Copper. AON, let's see, Granger, yeah. Let me check out SAIA as well. And Piper. So that's SAIA. Let's see what it's got. You're not, buddy? Okay. Too many others in play. Yeah, actually, literally the entire market. And the last one was PIPR.
Okay. So yeah, so these I'm gonna just put up these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tickers here that are gonna be for the you know what, I can maybe just for now, just keep them all as kind of a group, right? Just gonna put them in there just like this, just so that we know that these are the potential earnings for tomorrow. But I would really like to look at Meta. Okay, so let's see this. Meta's 60, the super famous 65-point run, 64-point runner, right? Let's take a look at this in one of the trading panes. Let me use this one here. See if I don't have a huge mess in it already. So Meta, let's pull it up. Let's try to look at some of its critical points. Yeah, this is massive. I mean, I'm talking about a 394 close to 455. Like, dude, this made people a lot of money. But how about this coin? Check this out. I was when we were charting this triangle here, potential invalidation. These were my upside targets. Here's the first one. That was, I had a 409.21. That thing reached a 409.06 or 406.01. Sorry, and then the top side target for this was 439.46. And we had this Alpha Trader. What is up, my bro? Good to see you here, dude. It's so good to see you, man. Bro, I don't understand how you're not coming through, man, on the live streams with us, man. I don't know if you're streaming live on your own platform, but if you come by, man, you're more than welcome to hang out with the group, dude, and you know, and say hello and do your thing, man. But you guys. So go ahead and team, please go ahead and give Alpha Trader here a big love, right? He's actually an influencer as well. He supplies some of his analysis in the ArcaBulls team, and he's very kind to do his work there. Thank you so much, Alpha Trader, my bro. You're finally free. The kids, man, the kids. I know, I know, man. I know. I hear you. I totally hear you. I'm actually looking at the clock every single minute that passes by because my son is asleep. He's taking a nap right now, right? So I'm gonna have to ask my daughter to give him a quick little wake up call. But yeah, man. Dude, no, man. We appreciate you, my brother. We appreciate you. Any traffic that I can go ahead and provide for you, I will, man. I will. You're a kind man, and you do what you do for your family and for your team as well. So, but please, man, if you are not streaming and if you're not doing anything in the mornings, if you're just trading alone, which, you know, it's always a good thing too. We're trading in a group, right? So come by the trading floor and just jump in, man. And say what's up. You don't, of course, no pressure to stay whatsoever. Just come by and say hello. But Bob, yeah, man, thank you so much for giving him the love. And Mark Roach, thank you so much for giving him the love as well, team. So, yeah, man, yeah. It's there for your convenience, buddy. Some very talented traders in there as well. I will say, man, you know, CoinFox, we're very lucky to share some good times with the man himself. Right. So anyway, so if we are going to play, you know, Meta for a potential reversion here, then let's play for that then. Right. So here's the daily time frame. The close was at well, we saw the close at 394.78. Let's pull in the reversion variant on this. Okay. I think we ended up seeing this anyway, right? So, oh my goodness. Yeah, at the, let's see, market close, the reversion variance, 2 standard deviation top was around 409, 409.33. We were already seeing that target anyway from back here. Right, so the reversion variant did have a 2 standard deviation move to the 409.21. And I think if it reverses, we can use the 12-hour for an example. The support at the 2 standard deviation bottom is actually 424. Oh man,
That is just huge. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, man. So if we do retrace here, 2 standard deviations is at 424. So let me pull some little secrets off in here. Let me see how, because this was really just one huge, ridiculous candle. Let me see. I'm gonna do something here. Let me get rid of the reversion variant, and I'm gonna see if I can get a look back on this. 15-minute. Let me see the hourly first of all. Okay, 15-minute time frame. Technical resistance is 459.11 naturally, right? 460 would be your psychological resistance. So if we're gonna pull back here, let me use a fib, and I'm gonna use it from this candle here to the range high. Yeah, just like this here. Okay, so let me now come back to the 12-hour and pull that reversion variant, and we're talking about 424.64. Right, so let's see the let's come back here to the 15-minute time frame. Okay, so 424, that would give us the 1 spot 618 at 427.86, which honestly it is viable. So let's go ahead and put that there as a temporary support range. So 426.86 to around 424, which was right around in here. Let me see what exactly the target was again. It's gonna fluctuate because it's variant. 424.64 is completely variable to the changes of the market. 424.64, right? So 15. Let's go ahead and put that 24 in there. 424.60. Here we go. Let's just say 60. Okay, so this would be one of the areas that we can look at for a potential bounce. And it's interesting because that's where the reversion, that's where the linear regression band is, right in the middle of the 15-minute time frame, right? So this would be right there. So 428, let's look at the hourly and check out the hourly linear regression band on top, right at the 1 spot 618. What do you know, right? So that's yeah, a lot. It's confluent there mathematically. So please remember that the title that the targets that I'm actually hitting here are mathematical, and they're not and they're not really figured with historical price action, because as you can see, this is one huge price discovery hit. All right, so yeah, man, Alpha Trader, bro, that Alpha, this thing, I was talking, bro, I had this huge back test. Yeah, the $50 billion increase to share, the buyback, man, and then the stupid dividend, and then the earnings beat, bro. Check this out. Yesterday, I was talking to the team, and I said, you know what, this probably has, this is probably ready, because we fired off a really important signal, right? Notice how this was pivoted towards the, it's on the daily actually. So notice how it's pivoted towards the downside, right? A stochastic momentum. We also had this yesterday. We were already crossing above. This is the volatility component, right? We were crossing above the moving average, and we started expanding from this point. So my back test was that anytime that volatility started expanding from a critical contraction area, right, from this point exactly, anytime that we expanded from the point up with an upside pivot on both the moving average and the component, I measured that historically, right? So historically speaking, we have all of these iterations from the linear volatility or historical volatility versus stochastic momentum. You can see that there are 67 total iterations, and 55 were guessed correctly to the downside. That gives us an 82% probability. And out of nowhere, this guy gets, Zuckerberg, he's in court getting drilled for that issue, for the Facebook issue with the children and stuff, right? And the stock was already feeling it. And these probabilities are starting to stack. They're starting to stack. And I recalled that they had earnings today. And I told the team last night, I'm thinking about releasing this video or not, right? Because this is actually predicting or forecasting, better said, a 60-point decline. But we just faced a 60-point increase on this. So directly inverted. So I mean to the penny inverted. Sucker bird. So I said to the team, you know what? I'm gonna hold myself back from releasing this bear thesis because I think that you know what? If you think that small caps they have the budget or the cash to put together some bashers and stuff, man, you have no idea what these mega caps can do when they're being threatened and stuff, man. So I think I was right right by putting together something else because this could have been looked at very in a nefarious way from me. Like, I mean, I had nothing to do with whatever happened in court, but then out of nowhere, this guy's in court and the pressure is on the stock, right? And out of nowhere, then a dividend and a buyback and a beat for earnings. Like, dude, that sounded all that was all too weird, right? So I kind of called that as the most interesting legal way of market manipulation here, because I'm not sure that they had it in their intentions to really prop up the entire market with what they did here. When does Meta ever jump 60 points? When does it ever do that? Oh, dude. So I didn't put together the bear thesis in fear of what they did today. So that's why I prevented myself from putting that bear thesis together, bro. I'm gonna be dead honest. I felt like you guys remember, for whoever was live with me on YouTube, you remember I was telling you, I don't know, man, I'm thinking about it. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I don't know if I am. I was holding back, man. And I was holding back on data that has 82% probabilities. That was stupid, man. That was ridiculous. So, I held back and it did what it did. And I was happy to not put the analysis up because I know that a lot of people would probably tend to listen. And I really hope you don't, right? Please don't take this as a, just look at it as like some little nerd, right? Looking at the financial markets through some forms of, through physics and through statistics, and that's it, right? Probabilities. I'm just a service here for you. So CoinFox is saying we're about to break like resistance. Let's go one more. Let's see. If we're looking at this in a 15-minute time frame, your break for an upside and a potential liquidity trap would be to trap the bulls beyond 455.87. 455.87 here. I can see this thing actually reach around the 457 to around 459.60. Then bam. I have the speculation here that they'll try to bull trap everyone near that 60 zone because, guys, whatever just happened here, this is an incredible amount of cash that Zuckman has just made. Let's go to the look at the market capitalization on this. It's 1.01 trillion. What was it before this? Was it in the 900? Was it 900 billion or what? Dude. That's massive. That's incredible. I don't even know what to say, man. But yeah, so that's those are some of the targets that I'm looking for, right? Let's continue that. So if we're talking about a 460 450, let's say the all-time high of the 455.90, right? Yeah, let's do the all-time high, 455.90 to 459. Let's keep it simple, right? 459.50, right? Just in case, right around there. Yeah, I think that this would be a bull trap area, bull trap zone. So big resistance here. Go Chiefs. Remind me, brother. Let's take a look at root. Remind me. So if this is the case, then I can see the bears load up right at a take profit, at a psychological take profit. Now, why would I say psychological? Well, that's because the break of every $10, right? So 455, 450 to 460. That's a natural area of resistance. You should have seen it today. You should have seen this thing when we were at that 440. The 440 would not break. It would not break until finally it went to 439.34 and then continued shooting up. But that 440 had so much demand. It's so you can see clearly that the $10 marks are their inflections for the short term. So I think you know, I could be wrong. This thing could continue on here and try to try to get into the 470, 80, 90, who knows. But I think this is already just way too much, team. I think it's a little too much. 60, 65, 64 point jump is just ridiculous. And if it starts dropping, please remember, team, if we're going to be looking at very, very immediate short-term retracements, we're going to get a zigzag to the downside because it's going to be a real battle here. And it's going to be a nasty market tomorrow. So please consider being extra careful in the markets, right? So let's take a look at a couple targets here. Your golden pocket is gonna be a form of temporary inflection, right? So this area here could also be what shoots price action to a further downside. Anywhere between the 0.382 fib and the 0.618, this could potentially increase the speed of a decline, right? So expect some short-term bounces in here. Right, so there may be this chop area like this until we finally get up to this area. So something like this, right? Please remember these are 15-minute time frames, right? Something like this, right, where we're gonna chop around, right, and then from this point we'll finally make that upside, get that bottom side here, test the golden pocket bottom of the 0.382, and then increase the speed downward, right? So we may chop around here for a bit until we finally get that top side resistance, and then we start breaking the golden pocket. All right, so this golden pocket is going to play key for us, right? So let's just go ahead and keep that in mind there. So I think that this would be your area where things would get a little too, a little dangerous, right? So let's just kind of keep it here a brighter red. And so yeah, team, I just think that this is just incredibly overextended, more so than it has been historically. Let's actually let me look at the 12-hour time frame and see. Actually, I mean, technically speaking, this could still go up a little more. So let's plot a line here, right where we are on the RSI, 86.09% of the 12 hours. So we already have one major retracement here. Sort of this one here. 2, you have a 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like throughout its entire trading history, this is the second highest iteration where we can retrace from. There is one more area right at about 88.24%, and we're at 86.09. So I think we're close. I think we're very close to retracing historically. Right, so I mean, honestly, yeah, this is the all-time price here, all-time high. So take that with a grain of salt, team. But you have that information now. So Yuka Frita is saying, looks like they created a nice cushion for the replacement spoke about. For the replacement you spoke about. For the downside thesis, for the dude. Remember that I was talking about a sub 340, I think it was a sub 340 meta, and I said, guys, I'm talking about a 60-point decline. This thing just went 60 points to the upside on all of that crap that they just never were going to announce in the first place. I mean, ridiculous upside. Pardon me, team. Just had to take a sip of water there. But what do you think? You said it looks like they created a nice cushion for the retracement you spoke about. Oof. Yeah, man. I mean, to tell you the truth, dude, it's just these high numbers here, man. That just creates a bigger target for the shorts, that can create a huge amount of short FOMO here too. What's up, Joseph? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, man. So those are my thoughts here, you guys. Those are my thoughts here on Meta. I do think that we may have a little bit of a push to the upside, create a false breakout, and then experience a retracement here entirely. You're noticing that I'm using things with a forward look, right? So like my ranges alongside psychological and statistical, the reversion variant, right? I'm using standard deviations for the retracement here, since there is really no price action here, ever. We have to be as creative as we can be. Alpha is saying, yeah, LOL, heard a lot of people on other rooms planning their short tomorrow. No way. Really? That's what we were saying. CoinFox is saying there was some big open interest in the Meta 450s for tomorrow. Damn, somebody knew. That's, dude, yeah, man. And that, I'm not gonna lie, man, it made me grow really nervous putting out the bear thesis yesterday, seeing that earnings were today. Dude, something told me do not put that video for the bear thesis, because they may mangle this price. Dude, it's a mega cap. Like they have a pretty deep pocket, right? So you'll see. I will say this: when I put out that bear thesis on Tesla, they were helpless to that, man. I'm sorry, but it was ready. We saw it way before any of that news too. So we put that together, and I will say that the shills and the hate that came at me when I put a bear thesis on Tesla, dude, it was unlike anything I've ever felt before. It was not GTII, it was not Finger, right? Ticker symbol FNGR. It was nothing like it. I thought that those small caps can talk their crap. No way. When I put that Tesla bear video out, ooh boy, I was getting mangled across every room from every single person. I'm like, dude, what? It's like public data. It's statistic, So Coin is saying, remember before close, I said Meta just had a bunch of big sellers show up at 420, 430. I was like, no way. Oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, man, it feels like it was just weird, man. It was just weird. But we know the targets now. We know the targets now, and there is, if there's this massive regime of shorts already planning around this, you can already kind of tell what the outcome is going to be. Because yeah, I'm sorry to say, but you just went up 64 points. You're gonna take profit here somewhere. People are gonna close out their positions. Sure, it can still go up a little higher. They may squeeze in the extra 4 or 5 points, but from there, man, I don't think. But I could be wrong, right? But I just don't think it could really go any further up. So you got Rita saying, Arca, I have a deep pocket that touches my ankles. Empty pocket. Good times indeed. Oh man, Mark Roach, thank you so much for the kind information, my brother. The team couldn't be the same without you. So Joseph is saying, so I learned from history that it makes sense to short this tomorrow. However, it might spike and never come down tomorrow to get everybody's money. So, dude, so there's this, what goes up fast, tends to come back down fast, bro. So this was not a healthy growth. This was not a healthy growth whatsoever, right? So you also got to put yourself in that position too. But yeah, I am also seeing what Alpha Trader is saying, right? That he said he saw in a bunch of rooms already a bunch of people planning their shorts. And dude, if you're planning your shorts and you're looking at this thing 65 points up, you're thinking to yourself, damn, I'm going to load the boat.
So CoinFox is saying it might spike, but to think there won't be profit taking and at least put a little wick on top of the weekly. Man, yeah, exactly. Arca, we are ready to start the hedge fund. Let's go, Joe. Let's get it ready, man. Let's get it started, dude, because we'll put together the system. We'll put together the HFT, right? There's already a whole algorithm behind it, man. Let's do it. Oh, dude. So, guys, you know the target, right? Just remember. Here's, in case you're new to the channel, right? Please remember. You have your 459 to 455.86 to 459.55 potential top side psychological take profit before the 460, right? Another maybe 4 or 5 points to the upside here. Get a quick rejection. I'm thinking that in the earlier session, maybe in the early pre-market, right? I don't know if this is going to happen before European close or during European hours, but we may get some chop around here. We may get some chop. And the bounces could be from the golden pocket, right? Bottom side of around 444.98. And there from this area here, we could be chopping around this area here, just like we did in here. Right, so that would be your 449.12 to your all-time high of 455.87 chop around. Gain, kind of distribute here just a little bit, reaccumulate for that potential top side of the 460 break, and then from here, max supply, right? And then this could be the start of a massive distribution. It could be, and it could be sped up by the golden pocket, right? So the golden pocket here will take us down to the zone of around 427.86 to the low of 424.60, which just so happens to be the hourly time frame linear regression bottom right here, right? And it also happens to be the 12-hour time frame a 2 standard deviation right there, right in this box. So the prior 2 standard deviation was broken cleanly, right? Of course. So that's retracement here. This could be a huge reversion play. I'm telling you, I think it went up too fast. All right, so mathematically speaking, team, now you know my targets. You know where this thing can go. And please remember that thing that I always say. I would laugh if it does sell off like that, too, brother. So remember what I always say, team, that it's one thing to call out the play, but it's quite another to execute the play, to play the play. All right, so please consider hitting that link that I just shared in the YouTube chat, and consider joining the ArcaBulls Trading Team. Sign up, subscribe with a computer, and follow through with your phone. Everything will be accessible through your phone from there. But I'm sharing lots of scripts. Like, for example, this linear regression that I use literally every day. I just shared the reversion variant, the thing with the little blue lights here, right? These scripts are literally yours. You can just take them. I'm literally giving you the script. It's not an invite. So you can take those scripts and input them into your software and further manipulate them, keep them as is, however you want, but it's yours. So go ahead and take it, run with it, do as you will with it. Right, so Joseph is saying, I have a question. If we short this tomorrow, should we do weekly tomorrow or next week expiration? So you don't want to, if you're going to short on options, you want to short the call. So, or you want to do, or you want to sell covered calls if you have your shares. Right, so shorting in options, I would be very careful, right? I would be very careful shorting with that. So you want to short the call, and if you want to play the downside, you want to long the put, right? So if you're gonna just play a simple downside on this, then maybe long puts would be the better option here. Now, please take a look at what CoinFox is saying there too. He's saying, Joe, that depends. First, we need to see if it actually is going to break down. Yeah. So your inflection points are clean. So in fact, I would really recommend the conservative position here to start opening short beyond 427. So I think that we need a clear line of direction first in order for us to get a short position in.
So if I'm talking about long puts here, long put options, you're gonna have so much volatility in this. If it if it continues dropping, you're gonna have so much volatility that even your weekly expiries will feel that IV pump. But remember, convenience comes in time, but with time comes decay, and that's where your theta gets measured, right? So make sure to keep an eye on those metrics here. But usually, the ones the options contracts that tend to make the safer money are the ones that are closer to at the money, right? Your delta gets to the to the 50s in there. So your delta can be taken as the probabilities, the chances of, the probabilities or the chances that you run into the money. So delta 52% chances of running in. So CoinFox is saying, I'm shorting that pig at open. 0 DTE, degen play, expecting profit taking at the open. That's what I'm thinking too, right? This thing, I feel like smart money or whoever is long this at that top side purposely did not take profit to maintain retail bullish. So if we're maintaining retail bullish, that means that this is a psychological play. So the psychological play starts with a 65% or a 65 point jump. You get that or 63, 4, whatever that was. You get that 64 point jump. You get that top side resistance and you keep it there. You don't FOMO into taking your profits in because overall you're still 400% up, right? So then the next day, right as retail starts loading their longs because they're thinking continuation, broader market, you grab that bubble. You grab that bubble and you burst it. So that's going to be this is going to be a very short, immediate, short-term time frame blow off top. If I'm reading things right, which of course I can be hella wrong. So take that with a freaking huge grain of salt and be very careful trading the markets, man, because this could really kill you. This could really kill anyone for that matter. So yeah, team. Let me go ahead and just give my little boy a little bump to wake up here. I just need to make sure that he wakes up from his nap. My daughter's actually taking an exam. So just a moment, team. Give me about 2 minutes here. Let's take a quick little recess and come back into the analysis here in just a few minutes. So go grab a drink, grab yourself some snacks, and we'll come back here to the TV screen and continue having a good night together. All right, team. So give me just a couple of minutes here, and I'll come back and we shall continue. Love you guys. Thank you so much for all your support. Give me about 2-3 minutes. I'll be right back. Thank you.
All right, team. Thank you so much for giving that little bit of a break there. Really appreciate you coming on by. Tark, what is up, my brother? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your kind words. Really appreciate you for coming on by, saying hi to the family. How are you, my brother? Everything okay? Go Chiefs, go Chiefs. My brother. Let's take a look. Of course it's time. Of course it's time, my brother. Of course it is. Wow. What a way to run completely inverse to the market, right? I'm just kidding. So what's the deal here, Chiefs? Are you long this already, or are you looking to get long? Let's see this. Yeah, this may it looks like oh, I remember charting this. Oh, damn, it's already coming back. Are you okay? Like I'm super afraid to ask. Are you long from down here? I know that answer, brother. But let's let me take a look at the probabilities here for you and see what we have in store for this. Okay, let's see. The 30-year going back up, so yeah, that's interesting. What about the what about the yield, the 10-year? Anyway, but the hourly time frame here. Okay. So in all standards here, when you're closing price above one of these means here, specifically the linear regression middle, when you do close candles in there, it's said to come back and test that mean, 815 in this case, right, before it actually tends to get long and face a resistance at the opposition. So in this case here, you might be seeing an 833. Just shares. Okay, good. Now, the continuation to the upside is going to be at complete question here, right? Because without a catalyst, you can't see something parabolic. But I do see an upside here. So now let's take a look at its daily true range to see how far it can move up in a day. Looks like 51 cents on a day. Oh, that's awesome, brother. So you're going to join us in the Discord in a few days, just waiting for the new computer to get installed and to install Discord. My brother, that is incredible. I cannot wait to see you there, man. Lots of members starting to join there, man. I think we're at about 80 members now, and it's looking very good, and it's truly a blessing, right, to have the talent that there is in there. Lots of people with amazing abilities, man. Right, so yeah, the 2 year is the one, man. The 2 year is as long as you're above 2, man, as long as you're above that 2%, you're in deep crap. So you're looking at 51 cents on a daily average, right? So if this thing let's just say it opens up at 20, your resistance here would technically be right in here for 2 days worth. So maybe by let's see, today is Thursday, right? So tomorrow being Friday, we could be looking at a resistance of around $8.50 if this thrust to the upside in stochastic momentum continues. So if it does continue, let's see, buy hourly has an upside.
The 3 with an upside and the 4 with an upside. Yeah. Although it's hovering around the the 50% of volatility here. So it's not fast, it's not slow, it's just balanced, right? So yeah, I think that you'll have a gradual incline here. And that being said, I can start seeing in the volume here that some bull pressure may start showing up, right? You can see here that the volume in the green is starting to kind of present itself. So that actually may start, you may start getting a little bit of a push to the upside. Now, reversal, I don't know. I couldn't say if this is going to full on reverse from this point. But what I will tell you is that, yeah, you're facing a potential 850 top side here. Even in the 4-hour retracement, you're looking at that. So in order for us to continue to the upside, there is a regression here that needs to be kind of broken, right? So right around that 8, let's see. Yeah, right around this, I got to get rid of these, this here and this. Yeah, because we really don't need that. So yeah, this area here, or just, I can make it a little bit easier to kind of see if I draw maybe kind of like a box, and then keep that yellow line as the mean. So this would be the range in order for us to continue upward, in order to regain some type of upside momentum. So closing above, specifically 880, that would present itself a continuation to the upside. But for now, in my visibility, 850 is looking like the higher probability. Right, so just eyes open on this, brother. I just want you to be very careful when it comes to trading this. But let me see what you have. Yeah, nice little. Well, yeah, the prior print to this 12-hour here was a nice outside bar. That's okay. Let's see the daily time frame. Okay. All right. It's looking okay, man. It's looking okay. A little tough. I will say that, but it's looking okay. So please be careful on this, dude. And please remind me, right? Please remind me if you need further assistance with this. And Mark Roach, I want to ask you now, buddy, before I continue any further. Do you need me to take a look at NYCB? I was looking at it earlier today. And I want to know if that's something that you would like for me to give a quick outlook now that we got the market closed. And, check it out. So it did do the false breakdown, just like we spoke about, right? So because of its overextension, we were thinking here that this would not continue to the downside and create a bear trap. Right? So, Mark Roach, if you're still in there, buddy, please let me know if this is something. I know he actually may be at work too. But yeah. Oh man. Yeah, we were totally speculating on this. 550 to 591. Oh my goodness. Actually, at one point, 550 to 632. Not bad. Especially for this. Especially for the daily range on this thing. It doesn't even look like it moves that much, right? Let me see. 62 cents on average daily, right? That for sure does not move that much. So having this you know what, not bad at all. But Mark Roach does not seem to be around right now. So let's go ahead and take a look at a couple other things. We saw the SPY already, right? We're talking about a retracement on the SPY, potentially the 489.70. Seeing that we do reach the top side of the 492.79 again, since we're so damn close to that 499.500 range, it may be a shame for the price action not to at least try a little bit of that pump, right? But I will say that the SPY doesn't have that much of a reverse. I'm sorry, of a continuation to the upside. I do not think that it can reach that hard to the upside, because I'm talking about I'm really talking about let's see, 491 to, yeah, 9 points is not typical for this, right? Daily time frame is let's see the ATR here. Let's see what it has for us. It's 422. Yeah, man. So 422. 490 to 494. 494. Yeah, this thing may actually come short of the 500 before it starts to kind of capitulate. Yeah, but I am pretty bearish the markets. I'm not gonna front for one bit. Snack time over. So Mark Roach, were you just listening to me? Did you want me to go over NYCB? Not sure if this is something that you ended up playing for the short term. You already got your gains and stuff, but yeah, we were noticing here that we ended up getting that false breakdown like we said, right? So very likely for this thing not to continue to the downside based on the overextension that it already had faced. This would create that potential double bottom. So if we're gonna continue to the upside here, I will say that it's a bit. It does have a bit of an overextension here at the downside in stochastics, right? So I mean, if it can, oh, I see. Wow. All right, let's do this. So stochastic momentum is in let me see. Yeah, it is on it's on a regression. Okay, so if this is the case, short-term downside before a continuation. Let's see. Stupid double bottom formation is ridiculous. It's not even really looked at within a day, you know? You're supposed to look at double bottoms in a weekly. But or even, you know, not even in the minutes. But yeah, so this could have played a dead cat, right? But it's just it wasn't going to do that. I felt that this was too overextended. This was literally going to create a bear trap and then run price to the upside, right? So it did do that. Now, as far as some moving averages, probably everything on top still, right? Okay, 4-hour death cross. 6-hour death cross. Okay, so it's only up to the 6 hour. That's actually something that I look at because I've noticed historically that, you know, it depends on the asset as well. But usually when you start getting larger time frame death crosses, which is the SMA 50s cyan line crossing below that long purple one, which is the 200 SMA. This crossover right here, that tends to get tested for a continuation to the downside, and it's just this is just so overextended to the bottom, to the downside here, that I'm not even sure if it's actually gonna. I don't think it can reach all the way up there. That's so far away, and the asset doesn't move that fast whatsoever. But I will say that this probably has a continuation to the downside, at least to this point here at 582, and I will it's a range, right? So 582, you don't want to look at this as just the one specific target. If you can look at this as maybe this zone here, you have the wick lows to the to the closing basis of this prior bar, and then you could look at a potential retracement here, right? Or yeah. So if that's the case, then let me block out the moving averages and take a look at something. Yeah, 6 hour time frame. You know, inverted hammer here, downtrend. This could be the start of a recovery. Really wish this candle had a little bit of higher price action here, but technically a green candle like this, not really giving back anything from which is gained, it could work. It could work as a potential validator for a continuation to the upside, right? So not every metric that you should really look at here, right? And definitely not every metric there. But in the 6-hour time frame, you're also getting very, very ready for that potential trend line regression rejection, right? You may be able to get an upside continuation here in the short term. But in reality, I think that if we should have probably observed this in a 12-hour, where we could really see the trend definitely, extend here a little bit more, which is why I'm saying, and it's giving a little bit of validity here to that 572 to 582 potential bottom. Get that bottom side and potentially continue on to the upside. It's gonna be a little bit of a tough run to the upside, but as soon as you can clear this top side of 676, I imagine that price is gonna start sliding onwards, man, all the way up to up to the 7 range. Yeah, actually just 750 maybe even. Let's see. 633, no, 640 resistance. 640 to 677 resistance. 640 to 670. Let's put that in there. 640. Yeah, temporary resistance is here, but remember, it's going to take some time for it to get up here. At least a few days. But yeah, man. I think this resistance here, natural resistance before, and then this would be the next range, right? You close above this range, and then your run to maybe 750 to 770 could be in line. But yeah, careful on this one, Mark. But it does have a potential to completely revert. I understand that on the daily time frame, you're looking at this 719, a huge gap, right? But you have to kind of look at its history when you're looking at a gap that big, right? So you can see right away that 772 huge area of resistance, right? Lots of confluence there. It was a big. These pivot points were responsible for some of the biggest upsides that the asset has seen, right? So yeah, for example, here you're looking at a jump from 768 all the way up to about 1259. This the bottom of the line, the bottom of the line here, right? That was a 773 to that 1325. Yeah, man. Yeah, these are huge. These are huge resistances, and not to even mention that it also was responsible for this. If you look closely enough, right? This is your bottom side here. Take a look at that gap right there as well, right? So this gap right here, very difficult to get over as a first shot. So if I were trading this, I would actually be removing profits as I go up and then reposition at these major breaks, right? At that 775, I would completely get out of the market. Test this bar here. That was the high of day for when it gapped down. 778 potential reload, right? And this would then you could take it on for another opportunity to face the resistance from the opposing side of that gap at 785. Nice little space here to take care of some business here, man. But I would be very careful. All right, but very, very cool stuff. And I got you, Mark. Not a problem, dude. You do so much for us, man. It's the least I could do for you, brother. Okay. So let's Apple was another weird day on this one. I thought it was gonna. I honestly thought Apple was gonna keep propped up. I thought it was going to stay propped, but that apparently that wasn't the case here. So let me bring it up in here. My brother, how's it going? Off Grid Gorilla, good to see you here. I actually wanted to share a little bit of this. Analysis a little bit earlier for the East Coast people, and So hold on just a sec, team. Just a quick moment. Never mind. We're good. We are good. Just a sec. I just noticed I gotta. Let's see here. Okay. So yeah, I was saying that I didn't know that Apple was going to essentially fall. I thought it was going to stay propped up, but I see in the daily as well that it just it had a lot. Man, there were some serious gaps to the upside. Let's see how far it reached. 186.86 is the close. Yep, it came right at that. Let's see what that was. Bottom side of the range here. That was the resistance, our prior resistance, prior support actually. Right, so that could have been a real reason there too. So price action came, rejected at that point, and capitulated. Huge outside bar, 12-hour. CoinFox is sharing with us right now. JPM 175 calls for tomorrow are 30. Wow, 30 cents is really, yeah. That's a low price. And I think this could run to 175.80 to 176.50 with a 5 ATR. Apple almost feels like a quick reversion could be in our hands, right? I'm not sure if this is going to bounce one more time from 179.63 to 183.63. But eyeballs on this, right? This may gap up. It may gap down at open before it tries to go and clear that gap and continue to the downside, right? So there are other tickers who are actually playing the way they should be playing. But let's take a look at JPM. Okay. Very slow mover in the after hours market. Actually, it was a slow mover. Yeah, this is brother, you have a higher upside probability. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm seeing this. It's honestly, it may not even be here. It may be here. I just don't. I don't really like it when See, this here feels like a whole outlier. I'm not sure what this. It felt like a false breakdown here. This price action here, I almost feel like it's a void, and I could honestly take a deeper consideration from this point. Something like this, right? So I'm not really sold on what happened here, because if I start drawing, so I can. There are times where you can avoid FOMO candles, right? But if I start drawing something like this, then I don't really see how that. It's just too much of a gap between these areas here, right? So I have a feeling here that this is just 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. It was just like an hour of I don't know what before it just completely V-shaped recovered. It felt like a. Honestly, it is a 5. I'm having trouble making out of this, right? But let me see. There was a nice take profit here for the 5-minute dead cat. And then it just continued to the downside a little bit more. Okay. Maybe because it had a false breakdown. So that's not options. It's not bad to assume that either. It's not bad to assume that because I'll show it to you. Hold on. Okay. So what I mean here is that we can get a fake out to the top as well. Here we go. You have this price action doing this number here, right? Just like this. Right? So what's to say that this thing won't do the same thing at a critical resistance? And the take profit for this would actually be one of those. I'm not sure if it's going to fake out, but if it does, this would be your clean breakout play from this point. Right here. Let me see. Sorry about that. It almost reached it, but that may not be the, yeah, that may not be the one. To tell you the truth, it may be, let's see. Let's see the center of the triangle. All right. What about that 174.55? And then one more target. That would be the back of the triangle here. We have some confluent targets for sure. Okay, so this is a line of resistance right up in here. Very short-term time frame. And then you have this, and then you have this top side here of 175.21. I'm sorry, you guys. Hold on. I'm really thinking here. I want to make sure that we can read the price action correctly. Okay, let me just use indicators at this point. Okay, the RSI on the 5-minute is really not telling me too much, so I'm going to pull this into the hourly time frame and see how this can happen. Okay, hourly time frame is showing a potential support here. It may, this is very close. Oh man, this is very close. I'm not gonna lie. This is very, very, very confusing. I tend to stay away from tickers when they get this tricky, because if I'm looking right from the RSI, getting close to this point at the SMA 14, and if it gets close to the SMA 14, that means that we can face a bounce here. But if this pressures down lower, the hourly time frame has enough juice here to also pressure the SMA 14 lower too. So if it does pressure lower, then you're entering gravitation here for a downside. So that means that, let's see the 5-minute. So yeah, 5-minute time frame may experience a little bit of an upside here. Let's see the 15-minute. Yeah. Okay. The 10-minute will get the 10-minute time frame will get the upside here, right? It'll get pushed to the upside to face resistance at this gravitational zone, which then meets the 15-minute time frame here at the SMA 14 resistance. So then your SMA 14 resistance will have this pullback, and then that would fall into the 30-minute pullback here, which can face a short-term bounce, which is this. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. Short-term upside to meet some of these targets. Let's go back to the 5-minute time frame. So short-term upside, we're at 173.88. Maybe meet the 174.27, resist from here, the short-term upside based on the support of the 30-minute time frame would be reverting back to 173.81. So that 173.81 would face a bounce, and let me see what happens into the hourly. Let's see, 30-minute. Yeah, the 30-minute time frame has a potential bounce. That's as far as I can see. The hourly time frame is just, it's actually at complete mercy to the short term. If this fails, that means that we would regain entry into the triangle. Support at 173.59 to about 173.50, and this would then bounce to the upside and potentially get a resistance at 173.82 for failure. That's as far as I can tell. As far as I can tell is that we're going to get a short-term upside, right? Potentially to retry that resistance of the first take profit at 174.26, come back down. Bounce from either the 173.80 or the 173.50. That's as far as I can see. But very, very, very tricky. 173 coin. I think so. That is literally my zone here too. I think so. I think 173.50 break introduces, let's see, introduces a few points down, and that may be the full extension move. Yeah, team. It's actually taking me a bit here. Okay. Yeah, man, this is a little bit of a tough one here. Let me see this on the daily one, or the 12-hour at least. Jeez, man, and that's kind of why also I can't really tell, other than the short term, is that we're so damn close, and observing volume here, we have a clear divergence, right? There's a bearish divergence with volume. So declining volume, ascending price. You have an ascending channel as well, right? And let's see momentum. Let's take a look at this. I'm going to look at for major pivots, actually. Even here. Oh. Okay, so this, let me look at this in higher time frames. Let me see the buy daily. I think I might have to do it a little bit lower. But this is one already building, and it already feels like it's validated. Holy crap, I think it is validated. Okay, look at this. Check this out. This right here. So you have a massive drive of regular bearish divergence here on the buy daily. You actually resisted from the SMA 14 and are now already on the way down. This is technically, that's validated for a huge move down. Short-term upside, yep. But overall, I'm feeling like this is bearish. Jeez, man. And if I know something, it's that your divergences are they play a pretty good role here. Let's see. Okay. So what do you think, Coin? What do you think, brother? I feel like that's about my I gave it my best here. And was this let me see. Dude, did it close on the buy daily? Oh, it didn't actually do it. Ah, damn, I thought it was outside. For February. Jeez. It really does, man. That's tough. Critical buy daily inflection would be 164.38. We break that boy there. Yeah, 160, 159. Your high 150s show up. Okay. Yep. I think there's this thing may be experiencing a top off already. So take a look at your volume here. This is your buy daily candle peaking outside of the moving average too. If that's the case, damn it. 3-day double bottom. Let's see. So weekly reclaimed. Let me see. The weekly is going to close tomorrow. And I typically don't like to see, this. It's such a, it's so, it's not a good sign, right? That you're getting this consistent higher high and then you just get this little tiny burst up here. That's all too familiar with so many capitulation events. You might just skip this one. It's just I have so much. There's so much crap here, Let's see. I mean, dude, this is technically supposed to be a huge. Yeah, this was a quarterly bullish engulfing. Well, not positioned in the best place ever, right? Because it's during an upside. Usually, bullish engulfing would be better after a downside. But let's see the semi-annual. 4 months to go on this one, and look at this. Yeah, this feels like it's trying to blow off top for me. Maybe so, brother. Maybe so. I wanted to give it a good shot, though. What about Amazon, though? Amazon also had its little monumental run. Which is just insane. Let's see. Let me pull this up on another time frame. Okay. Dude. Right? To see this, it's yeah, that's I'm thinking it's going to be synced. I'm thinking this is going to be synced alongside Meta. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, team. I don't even think we should look at earnings at all, actually, because of what happened with Meta today. Meta is the leading indicator at this point. And if the thesis works out with what we're speaking of with Meta, then we are in for a big surprise, market wide, at least big tech. So, long DS QQQ. Don't talk about the levered products ever again. You short the Qs. Short Meta, short Amazon. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and you know what? The Qs, the triple Q actually outperforms the SPY. Not by a by a large margin, but it does outperform it by a fair enough margin. So volatility could be found on the Qs a little deeper than you would on the SPY. Options, good point, brother. When is the Nvidia earnings? Or Meta will lead a downside, and then after Nvidia reports it, and if it reports negative, then dude, then Nvidia may be the continuation for a burst that will be just monstrous. Nvidia will be responsible for the 120 point move of Meta's downside instead of just a 50 or 60. Oh, 21 days from now. Okay. Yeah. That's a good point, brother. I'm just not sure that I'm not sure personally that Meta can last, this huge parabolic run without anybody taking any profits here for the next 21 days. I feel like at a certain point this thing's gonna, is gonna take a little bit of a dumpola there and give back some of these gains here. And I mean, if you remember the play, there's still some room right down here at around the 429 to 424 level that we can see for retracement. And I mean, that's a 30-point correction, so that can certainly start that can certainly start a broader market decline. You're thinking sell options that could take profit? Mark Roach saying Nvidia Corp. Yeah, that's right. So February 21st, that's going to be the after hours. Thank you, Mark. And options, thank you, buddy. Thank you for sharing the info. But yeah. You know what, dude? There could be a tech burst. Overall, it's just, dude, right? I mean, look at this. It's just everything is just so. It's just way up there, man. And coin again, man. Sorry about the JPM. I feel like I almost feel like I failed you. But sometimes when I don't see the things directly like this, I will keep it in close consideration to maybe avoid playing it myself, right? So I'd call it inexperience, call it whatever else. But I just, it's hard for me to see it, man. Hard for me to see it. I'm not gaining the visibility that I want, and I tried every trick in the book in my, from my perspective here, brother. But yeah. And I'm like, even still, as I'm here with you, I'm still trying to read it. I'm still trying to see if I can get it, because the only real thing that I can see here is just that it's a macro rising wedge, right? That's really all that like my ability can kind of pull off here, right? So it's just and we already potentially looked at this, right? So it's just, I see a macro weakness. It just now, but the macro for the shorter term, like who knows what the hell that means, but it's around there. So CoinFox is saying it's all good. I asked you because I couldn't get a good read on it. But I saw Oh, right. You saw the sweeps at near close. So yeah, it could be a short term pump. I'm seeing that too, honestly. Within the first, I can't tell if it's going to be in the early pre, but for sure during that maybe early pre into intraday, the earlier part, there could be a short-term pump, and then we could face that potential correction, a zigzag, a chop zone. CoinFox saying hit that like button freaking now, right? We got to break 15 like resistance. Let's do it. Thank you guys. I really appreciate everybody. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and consider joining the ArcaBulls Trading Team, right? We'll go ahead and finesse that algorithm to get some more people in here. But yeah, I will say that the viewership kind of diminished a bit since I stopped kind of looking over too much of the small cap. But you know what? I was actually CoinFox. I was actually talking to Cryptic, because there are ways to know when small caps are going to have a good run, right? And it depends on the sector, first of all, but and it also depends on psychology, right? So if we get broader market corrections, that's usually when the larger money would step into the small caps, right? So yeah, I bet, man. So if we observe that, then we have to see which one's going to be the first one to pump. Is it going to be an energy sector one? Is it going to be a biopharma? Whatever that is, So we'll look at that one that pumps when there's weakness to the broader market. So if there is weakness to the broader market, and you're getting a pump on one of those small caps, I'm not talking about a OTC. I'm not talking about a pink or a none of the over the counters. I'm talking about just NASDAQ, NYSE small cap. So if we get these small caps or whatever sector pumps up, then we have to look at that sector that first pumped initially. And a lot of the data for especially around these times is when dilution starts to kind of appear. So if we're looking at specific upsides, that would be when we have to include some fundamentals into the read here. So upside meaning preparing for a potential short, because the companies themselves, they thrive on retail's liquidity, so they'll naturally pump it and then dump it. And a lot of people think it's influencers, and a lot of people think it's while it will have some impact into it, sure. But to really move the needle, it's not really the influencer. It's actually in the freaking filings itself. In the filings, it will tell you that it's going to dilute at this point or another. And it'll give you the date. And it'll give you how much. But what they bank on, what the small cap companies bank on, is that you're not going to read that. Because a lot of that is kind of like lawyer jargon. so it's going to be a little intimidating to read something like that, but you get it in the filings, and in the filings it'll tell you all that information. And honestly, that's probably one of the reasons they're out of the hands of the law, because they state it. They do, right? So all we have to do is take a look at the filings based on whichever higher probability dilution tracker can pull up. Does anyone, you know what? That's probably something that we have to take a look at. Is what a dilution tracker runs. I got to take a look at that, because if we can play the small caps upside, that's how to do it, right? We identify the dilution, we identify the sector, and set across the tickers that are playing in sympathy to those. And then you play the upside and the downside respectively. But and it really isn't more complicated than that, I swear. But I studied small caps for a very, very long time before I started trading large caps and blue chips. And that was really what I specialized in for a good while. So, Arca, so Adam Aaron is not my friend? Bro, good times, man. Adam Aaron and David Misery are your best friends. Oh, dude. What a power duo. What a power duo. Guys, that's tough, man. That's tough times. That is very tough. Oh, so options is actually telling us that something big is happening within the within banks. No way. What the hell? 1.1 million% up on that thing must have been worth $5 and it went up to $114. Dude, Mark Roach, isn't that about right? Javi, what's up, dude? Good evening, fellow traders. Good evening, Senor Arca. Good to see you, my brother. Very good to see you here. So guys, yeah, that's what I'm thinking here for the broader markets. Going to be very hard for us to tell exactly what could be happening into tomorrow, seeing that, seeing that we had this massive meta black swan, man. I don't know. What do you think, Coin? Can I consider it that? Can I consider this meta? You can speak too if you want, brother. But what do you think? Would you consider meta black swan or what? I don't know. But 64 points in an after hours. I'm not sure that we've ever seen that. In fact, I have no, I don't have that. Where's the? Let's see. That's the 4-hour time frame. I don't have them here. Frankly, don't even want to look, to be honest. But yeah, I think I had it. I had the data somewhere else. Let me see. Okay, no, that was that crazy white screen over there. We had the data for Meta, sitting somewhere for the earnings back test, and I say, man, I will tell you that for sure. Like, I didn't see anything into the 16s, not even close to it. So CoinFox is saying Deep State gonna be buying political ads on Meta. Okay. All right. Nice. I like it. I like this. Dude. Options. There's like this alpha trader came by earlier and he said, dude, I'm noticing so many servers, like I think Discord servers, right? Everybody's preparing their shorts on Meta. And I'm thinking to myself, holy crap, this is gonna be one entire ass campaign to short this thing into oblivion. And dude, I don't know, man. That's a heavy pocket, man. That's dude. So CoinFox 600 coming. That OGG, do not full port that. We gotta see what the hell this is gonna do, man. Dude, off-grid crushed the pedo platform. Hey man, I mean, for real, how do you know what? I don't know how that works, but I personally don't know how to even monitor something like that. But if that children stuff is something that people look out for so much for, how isn't there like some type of spider bot or some type of algorithm that searches the internet for, seeing that we also have the AI implementation now? Like, dude, that speaks all kinds of weird to me, man. It's like, how do you not catch that? It's literally public,
That's exactly it. They can catch you without a mask or not getting a fucking shot or talking out against the fucking this or that, but they can't catch some fucking pedophile coming after your kids. Give me a fucking...
Right? I mean, dude, that's if it feels like it was all too, I don't know, man. Like, they discovered us. They discovered our page on Facebook, the public page. Oh, dude, come on, man. Like, not even Discord, bro. Like, you couldn't even private that right there. Jeez, bro. Like, man. Can't get these. It can't get any better than these guys trying to hide stupid shit like that, dude. It's really sad. It's really sad. Hide your children, man. Hide your children. Oh, man. CoinFox just said meta to the moon. Dude, you remember, man. You remember. We're going to go ahead. Options. You back? All right. Options. What do you say this? What do you say to this? Check it out. You know what I'm drawing already, right? Do you know what I'm drawing? All right. We're going to put a... Where's the letter? Dude. So we're gonna put the double M's here, all right? Because it's confluent, right? We're gonna do an M to M, an M&M run, all right? So here's the campaign we're starting, team. It's gonna be M to M to the moon, right? So let's go. New logo. CoinFox is saying, bro, you already know AI is in use, scraping sentiment and options chains and making trades already. Dude, completely, man. And how do you tell me you can't find that? Like, oh, no, now I have to go to the court. Oh, dude. That's Ian. Oh, dude. Bro, Ian, that was... for a couple trades there, me too, man. That has been my moon here too, buddy. It's all good. But we are running, man. We're doing good.
To the moon.
What's up? Hide your kids and hide your wives. It's Meta's song, bro. That's Meta's track. All right, dude. So I think, yeah.
Hide your kids and hide your options.
Hide your kids and hide the options. Oh, man. So here's what I'm thinking, bro. This is the right. So let me see. I'm thinking short-term upside, immediate short-term bear trap, liquidity trap, right? Chop around this 455.86 to maybe around the 449. Get that top to close to 460 and create the liquidity bubble here. We burst that boy. We clear the 444.98. And then I'm thinking that we could reach this target here of 427.86 to around 424.60. This is highly confluent. Hourly time frame linear regression is right there. Where is it? It's hard to see it here because of the stupid amount of yeah, right. Where's our last candle? This is our last candle here. So dropping into here, that's the linear regression hourly on the top side. So if we can face that resistance, I'm sorry, face that support there, that's quite the jump. I'm talking about 30 points here. Not, I mean, the thing rallied 64, 63 points today. It's kind of hard not to imagine somebody not taking profit at this point. You know, I mean, for real. Oh, goodness gracious, dude. I honestly think, dude, that if I were the institutional long on this, my psychological play against retail would be to not take profit here. It would be to leave retail thinking that they have the grounds here for a bullish continuation. So I'll leave them here overnight with a huge beat. And then come morning, I'll be scalping that. I'll be eyeballing right here at the 459 to 460. It could still run further, of course. We never know. But I'm just saying, I would actually wait, and I'll play the psychology against retail like that.
You think it hits 460 in the pre-market tomorrow?
To tell you the truth, I have no idea. But what I was honestly thinking that this I was honestly thinking that in the immediate short term, we actually drop. A short-term take profit. We bounce from that. Not 618 at 445. Then we'll do this chop just like we did in here. Right? We'll do that chop between 449 and 455. At some point, we get that validation of the break of the post-market high, which is the 456, 455.86 or 87, 455.87. You break that 87, and then you take it to the liquidity zone at the psychological level. The break of the $10, 459.50, 60, 70, 80, right around there. Maybe even 461. Who knows, man? So from that point, I think that they could create a huge bull trap, and I mean a Goliath, a big mama bull trap up there. And this is honestly stopping. All of this is honestly stopping me from looking at Exxon, Chevron, Charter, Granger, SAIA, and Piper Sandler companies for the earnings, the early pre's. That's the only thing, man. It's stopping me from looking at it because of those reasons. Because I think Meta here is going to lead a downside market wide, and it could be Meta starting, Amazon affected, just like it was, man. You know, especially the earnings that, you know, Apple. I don't know what the hell happened on that one. Apple actually fell out of the sky. Dude, it was like running with Meta, and then it didn't run with Meta. It fell to the ground, man. Look at it. It went from 191.81 to 179, bro. Oh my goodness, dude. Huge drop for Meta, man. For Apple, sorry. So if that's the case, man, Apple is already on a decline. So that can also assist into the downside. And again, guys, it's hard to read what happened right now because I honestly feel like I don't know how to consider this, but I feel like Meta was a black swan today, man. It's you can see what the big money institutions can do when they're threatened. Buybacks, dividends, and good earnings all at one shot for some weird unknown reason, right? All of a sudden. So as far as the banks, yeah, I was starting to look at JPM. It's very hard to read, but I do think that JPM is at a blow off top. This is getting ready for a major correction down to the 150s, but I just don't know when. I don't know when, but there is short term wiggle. But I will, and you know what? We were looking at Visa too, and we were looking at other financials, and they're all really wiggly. But they do show the weakness. I will agree with you. But as far as what's that one, buddy? What ticker is that? Z. Oh, dude. Yeah, it doesn't look so hot, huh? But until. Hold on. I mean, to be honest with you, this is not the most bearish formation on a biweekly. This is actually a bullish formation. If it does drop, I can see it. Yeah, I can see it drop a little bit more. But this is your epitome of higher highs and higher lows. This is the epitome of price action at its best. Now, if we can pretend here, if we're gonna draw in doom, then this would be our potential. This would be our potential play. So this is what I mean by a little more, right? And a little more being like, in this, like another 3 points, which is probably not even its average true range. That's like 4 days of average true range for this thing. Yeah. Potential drop to 3387. Right? And this thing may actually get one more top side to that 4471. And if it gets the 4471, that could be the area here to start looking for a potential short entry at 65 to 75% to the apex of the triangle. So yeah, there is a downside here, but only temporarily. I think 3 more points on ZION, and then this could correct. But let me see this now on a daily, right? Because okay, yeah, so daily volume increasing on the bear side, giving some more validation to what I'm speaking of now. The bottom side here, what did we say? Were we on a bi-weekly? 7 days to close. 34.03 or 34 bucks, maybe 34.45, maybe around there. Let's see. 34.43. Yep, check it out. That's your target there, buddy. Here's the daily gap. Bottom side of 34.42-ish. And you still have one more potential up here, man. That's yeah, in fact I think that there could be a rejection up here too. There's two major areas of potential. We have to be very careful with the charts on this one. So yeah, definitely we broke the area of invalidation. 39.79 was your break. This daily candle, let's see. 39.25. Yeah, this tomorrow at open, a quick little upside here. That upside may actually be around 39.76 and dare I say 41.58, but I really doubt it. I really doubt that. I don't think it could get up that high, but I'm going to put it down anyway. So here's your range to the upside tomorrow, but honestly, I really doubt it could reach this gap here, which is also the prior bar low. So I'm thinking here that, yeah, you would resist somewhere around that 39.79, maybe even, who knows? Yeah, maybe even at this bar here at around 40.89, maybe even, and then start a continuation to the downside here. It's going to zigzag a bit though. Your prior day low, which is today at 37.75, as soon as you reach that, that's going to be a validator bounce to that 39.79 resistance grab, and then you continue to the downside. Short-term little, tiny little areas right here. The daily gap here at 37.11, quick bounce again, and then zigzag your way down to this target here. But remember, it's going to take some time. This has a very small average true range, and it actually, to be exact, it's got a $1 average true range. So there may actually be, you may actually get this 41.64 top. Oh, dude, I forgot about Netflix. What the hell? Yes, Netflix. So that's options. I got you, buddy. I got you, man. I hope the info worked out. I forgot about Netflix entirely on some moronic move here. Okay. This one too, bro. This one, you know what these topside targets are? These were the targets. These were our targets for the earnings run. We thought that it could go that high to 576.15, and that's like pretty much where it went to on eventually, right? So at a couple days after earnings, sure, but it eventually reached the top side of our range. And if it's, dude, I will actually no, it went beyond it, right? Oh no, yeah, no, even still. Wow, Netflix was resilient against Meta. So, guys, please take a look at the chat in YouTube, as Mark Roach has been kind enough to share with us some information, some fundamental data on ZION. Go ahead and take a look at there to see if you would like some enlightenment. Yeah. So guys, I think Netflix here gets that short-term upside potential, potential liquidity trap right around that. Dude, look at this, 579.64 is perfect right before the $10 break. Oh, dude. We have some cool opportunities coming up. I think we do. Now, if let me see this on a 5-minute time frame though. Yeah. There's support here. This is a 5-minute time frame. Ascending triangle here. This is bullish. Let's get the it's a 5-minute formation. I hate the stupid formation in any 5-minute time frame really, but it's there, and we just got to see it. So whatever, right? So at this point here, let's get this trend line. Draw it at this point here. Take it to the bottom side there. Oh my goodness. The target is said to go to 573.11, which is pretty curious because it almost feels like it's a perfect regression there, like this. I don't like the sideways, the diagonal lines in the first place, right? But it's still curious that it would be that close to it. $640 Nvidia. Oh, dude. So that's what I'm thinking here, team. I think that I can almost bank on this, right? We have a little bit of a short-term upside on Netflix. And then Netflix, my boy, is probably going to set itself up for some downside. And I love how resilient Netflix was against the run that Meta did. So that means that it really doesn't care. It's running on its own clock, and it'll run at its own pace. So that means that this could essentially be a safer play. Oh, no way, is it really? I thought you were joking, man. That thing was affected directly. Holy crap. No way this thing went to 641.35. What the hell? Jesus Lord, man. At some point, stock split. Bro, like, you really want to Berkshire Hathaway yourself there or what? Like, this is crazy. Like, we know you got AI, bro. We know that you're the chip manufacturer. Yay, round of applause. I get it, right? But damn, at some point, fools are not going to buy shares anymore. Ah, dude. The bears die first in a bear market. That's funny. Interesting outlook, CoinFox. All right. Well, I think we've reached peak here. We should probably get some rest now. I hope everyone got a good amount of information here. But please, YouTube, consider hitting that link. Join the ArcaBulls Trading Team. Be able to trade alongside some very talented traders. And myself included. I mean, in the shitty traders side. Just kidding, guys. I love you all, man. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming out. Let's go ahead and get some rest. Let's not imagine I would have barely been going on right now. So I certainly hope it. I certainly hope it helped out for some of the East Coasters out there.
Let's eat. Grub. Snack time. I'll catch you later, Candace. Team, thank you for coming out. I appreciate you. Dude, I gotta give the workhorse a break. This boy ran. There we go, man. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Yucca frita. I'll catch you later. Later, Mark. See you, Tarkov. Need you to do your own due diligence and everything is cool. But with that said, I wish you well. Very, very good night. And I'll catch you at the Bell Mañana. Adios, team. Oh, yeah.